Hi guys, so welcome back to this message. And if this message found you right now, then this was meant to find you exactly at this moment. I feel like you are gonna be working in a lot of entertainment industry. Like I'm seeing like acting industry, or I'm seeing like a person into like modeling or career, or basically a lot of entertainment industry like runway shows or whatsoever. And this energy that you're in right now at this moment is very potent, and it's very important that you have become the most magnetic self that you have ever been in your entire life. Like you have become so magnetic that everything that you want literally comes to you like this, like magnet की तरह आके चिपक जाता है. Like like you've literally become a magnet to everything that you want. And I feel like this was really meant for you to happen. Like you were always meant to be on this path. You were always meant to be in this energy. Like it was your destiny to embody this energy. Like it was your destiny to embody this energy and to be in the energy or the vibration that you are exactly in this very own moment. You were always meant to be here, and this was one of your divine purpose, and you could have never missed it. Like even if you wanted to, no matter other people tried to stop you or not, like this was always meant to happen. And now that it has happened, you have become so magnetic, and like you did not see this coming, but at the same time you always knew deep down that this was always meant for you, that this is what will happen to you. And you always knew that you will grow up to be a very beautiful person, like even physically speaking. And you will also be a very kind person, and also a very famous person, a very well known person in their locality, or like a local celebrity, or even for some I'm getting like an international celebrities, like who will be working with many projects all over the world, and they will be well established in the whole world. And most of them I'm getting like a local celebrity vibes, but I'm getting for few of them like literally they'll be known like whole worldwide. And like in television industries or like acting series, I'm seeing a lot to do with like being on camera, on stage, on set. And like this is like you are being given all these opportunities because number one, you always were meant to be the person who was meant to be shine on like in front of camera. Like you were meant to be this person who would always be in front of camera, has their best highest version. Like I'm picking up on an energy who's like very beautiful physically as well. Like I'm picking up on like a woman who's like sitting in front of a camera, who's beautiful, who's smiling, who's being her most authentic self. Like she doesn't love being fake, she loves being authentic, she loves being creative, she loves being herself. And she's not afraid of being judged, she's not afraid of being misread. She always loves being herself. Like there's no gender here. Just I'm just using her as an example to describe you what I'm seeing, because I'm genuinely seeing a woman in front of a camera with like a yellow floral dress, who's just wearing like a flower in her left here or right here, and like a hibiscus flower, and she's sitting in front of a camera being herself, her most authentic self, with her most cute smile. And you are a person like you don't need any makeup, or like you could literally get up, just freshen up, do a little like just set, like even with the way I'm looking, like you just wear on like a outfit, like no matter what you wear you look beautiful. Like even with or without makeup you're like literally beautiful. You could literally go to college with just lip gloss and some eyeliner or some moisturizer on, and you would still be most attractive in the people, and people literally will not be able to take their eyes off of you. And it is because of this magnetic energy that you embody, and this magnetic energy that you radiate back, especially the authentic energy that you radiate back. And the best part about you is that you are always your most authentic self no matter where you go. Like it doesn't matter all the people around you, how they react, what is the trend, what month of the year is it, if it's festival or not. You always do things that is you're being called upon, and you always do things that you love and that you genuinely want to. And you're a very creative person, you're a very artistic person. You love painting, you love being in nature, and you love music a lot. And you are also like into filmy photography or videography. You could be a photographer, you could also be like a model, or you're like a editor, a creative editor who works in very artistic spaces. And you're literally a very bold person. You're not afraid to try bold things in your life. You're not afraid to take risks, but at the same time you're not you don't give up. Like you are not a person, like you every day you embody or you be in this light energy where you're like goofy, you know how to be goofy, you love like living your life and being, like in this light energy. But when things shift like out of your control, you get into this fierce form. Like you're literally like a very perfect balance of light and dark energy. Like you know when to be soft and when to be kind and when to be goofy, but at the same time you know when to be strict and have or like draw boundaries so that people don't cross that. And you don't have confirmation burp, you don't have a flexible boundary, like you have a very strict boundary. Another confirmation verb. So if either people have to meet you in the standard where you are, or you just cut people off, or you just don't resonate with them, or you never see them, they never see you, that's all. And you are a very kind person. Like I'm seeing a person who's like, you have such unconditional love for this whole world, like that is just who you are. It just comes naturally because that is how your brain is wired. Like you are very very unconditional and kind and giving person, that no wonder God wants you to be on camera so that he can show to the whole world that a person can be physically beautiful and a person can be kind and still, like a person can be beautiful, a person can be kind, and a person can exist this way as well. Like you don't need to be rude, you don't need to have all that unwanted attitude, like you just need to have status or just have power or only money works in this world. Like you don't need to be that way. Like you can be a kind and genuine, kind hearted, light-hearted person, and you can also have other aspects about yourself that you don't have to showcase into the world just in the day one. Like people expect to know everything about a person in just one day. Like they just want to meet a person and just know everything about them. And you are a person like every day a person meet you. Like imagine like you met a person, like one single person for like every day for like for a month, that every single day you have so many aspects and every single day they'll discover new things about you. And they will genuinely be surprised like how does one person have multiple personalities. It's not like you have personality disorder or something, you just have so much depth to everything that you are, that people who meet you, they're actually surprised ki, like how does one person embody all these things. And this is the best part ki, like people can't even tell that you have all these things. Like they just see you and they'll be like okay, they just judge you based on how you're dressed in that moment, but that is not even how you dress every day. Maybe you just dressed up for that event, or you just really were being called to wear green or blue or like peacock flowers or like peacock feather or like that color. I'm getting that particular color, or even maybe a little bit of red and pink, but I'm getting a lot more drawn to blue, green and peacocks and nature. So like that is how you dressed up for that event, and then maybe you never wear that ever again, but if people who will be like, oh, just conclude you or just analyze you only or limit you only to how you showed up now, it is literally like the jokes are on them, because that is just very tiny part of who you are as a whole being, that the next time they meet you, you're like a completely different person. It's like every time people meet you, like you don't meet people like every day, like you just meet them like few after few months or weeks. It's just because you genuinely are busy and you love being yourself. And every time people meet you, you literally look so different that people can't even recognize. They're like, oh my god, like in just 2 weeks how did she change so much, or even like in one day you change so much that people like today you're like in one energy, tomorrow they meet you and they think you'll be in that same energy, but you're literally in a whole different energy. And people are like people are generally like they are amused. They like, who is this girl? Like one day I meet her, she's this, next day I meet her, she has become something else. Like people can't keep up with every transition. It's like a glow up transition, like you're just upgrading constantly, and people are unable to keep up. And I guess that's why people, maybe you could have been like, people are not resonating with you. Like that is why maybe like either people are removing themselves from your life, or they don't talk to you much because they genuinely are intimidated by you. It is not because that they don't respect you, or it's just that they don't know how to talk to you, they don't know how to treat you, or they don't know how to be with you, and most importantly they don't understand your ways. Exactly 10 on the timer. That literally shows a completion, and this is like the confirmation to everything that I'm saying, that people genuinely at this point they don't understand you. Like, it is, if a person ever mistreated you or disrespected you recently, and instead of hating on them, like how dare she do that, but I feel like if you look at it from their perspective, like your boundaries are becoming so strict day by day that people, like today they meet you, you have a certain boundaries, and tomorrow your boundaries have changed and they become more tight and more firm, that they are still in that time zone and they haven't caught up to your new time zone where you have different boundaries, where people genuinely don't know what to say and what not to say, and they're confused and they're actually scared to cross your boundaries, because you're not a scary person, but when a person crosses your boundaries, you show a side of you that people have never seen in anybody, and they're genuinely scared and they don't know how to be with you. One second they're this, next second you just change color, because it's not like you're doing it on purpose. Like, there are so many sides to you that people have not seen. People usually don't have these many sides, they just have one or two sides, and that is it, they just stick to that. But you have a different versions of you, different sides of you, that are you, that comes out based on situations, based on people, based on experiences, based on everything, that people at this point they're confused, like they're not understanding you, they're not resonating with you. I guess that is why people maybe stopped hanging out with you a lot, or they stopped including you in their plans. It's not because they hate you or something, they genuinely don't know what to have a conversation with you. Like, if they were literally stuck with you in a room, it would literally be pin drop silence with just awkward smiles, because they don't know what to talk to you, and they're sort of intimidated by you because you're constantly having this level up. And people actually get to know when you have a level up, because energy, and people pick up on energies, and when they pick up on the energy that you have leveled up than them, when usually a level up is higher, like our brain cannot think outside of the box. Like, for them thinking here, it's actually, for them it's very difficult. Like, you being here, you can understand and see what is going on here, but if you are here, if that person is here and if you're here, they don't know how to talk to you, to a person here. So that is why, so they genuinely don't know what to talk to you, and they feel awkward and they feel all of that. And so just don't hate on people who, like, sort of, like, they get awkward, they don't know what to talk to you, and sometimes we just misread it as disrespect, but sometimes it's just a reflection of who they are as a person, not just you. So just don't worry about other people, let just them do them, and even if people disrespect you or not, just be unbothered by it and let them just do them, and they will get their karma, and the rest is up to God and for their highest good and for your highest good. And as I was saying, like, you are meant to be a person who's going to be extremely famous, and I feel like you don't even want to be famous at this point, you just want to have a peaceful life. I mean, but you definitely want to be a wealthy person, like you want to be rich. Like, when I say, like, you want to be crazy rich, where you can go to healthy or like wealthy resorts, and you want to be with like a rich husband or a rich wife, like you genuinely want to have that rich lifestyle, because you want to have a peaceful life. Like, ki, like, without money you will definitely be happy, but with money you will be able to buy everything that you want for your loved ones, and you can solve most of your problems, like financial related problems, and you will genuinely truly be happy. And with you being rich, you're actually doing world a favor, because you will literally build so many, like, businesses, or I'm seeing like so many institutions or whatsoever, which are actually working for you, and like not like working for you, like they're actually in the favor of the world, in favor of you. So with you being wealthy, you're actually doing good for this world, and I guess that is why God is sort of putting you in this spotlight, even if you don't want to, because you deserve the spotlight, number one. And second is, you will never misuse this spotlight into anything bad. And thirdly, since you're most your authentic and creative self, you're drawing in a lot of attention automatically, even if you don't want to. And with God putting all this special focus and light on you, you're already being a reflection to all the people. Like, now people are pursuing you as how they are. You might think, like, I'm being my most authentic self, I'm very creative, I'm just doing me, I'm not worrying about any other people. But that is not how a person is seeing you. A person is seeing you as how they are. So you are being so many different versions to so many different people. So it's like one person, multiple personalities. That is how people are viewing you as, because they're seeing you as how they are. And since you are triggering a lot of things in other people, now they are going inward and they are healing themselves. So with you being on the spotlight, and since you are healed and you know everything about yourself, like people are now on the process of getting healed with you being a reflection of what they need to heal in them. Okay, and I feel like this is such a divine job to do, that is being a reflection to another person, where like even when I was in my process of healing or getting over all of my insecurities and accepting my flaws and everything, and all the people who showed up, like I used to think like everybody is perfect, I need to be perfect, and I put this so much pressure on me, like I need to look perfect, my makeup has to be perfect, my hair has to be perfect, everything has to be perfect, I need to smell good, I need to do this. With this I became like such a perfectionist that it was doing more harm to me than good. And then I realized like when I used to look at people who are their natural themselves, I used to feel like what is there in them, what is so special about them, look, I'm so perfect. But then ended up I realizing like there is nothing wrong in being one truest self, and there is no such thing as perfect or imperfect. Like you could have the world's most best hairstyle or the most best smile or anything, but even that will not be perfect, because nothing truly in this world is perfect. Perfectionism is something that we have created in this whole world. It's like a definition that we humans have created, and you have realized this now, like you don't want to be perfect, you don't want to fit in society's norms, you don't want to be how society expects you or the world expects you to show up. You're gonna show up the way you want to show up, but at the same time you're not gonna disrespect people, nor misuse opportunities, nor misuse people or take advantage of people. You're gonna stick to your values, you're gonna stick to your morals, but at the same time you're gonna know your worth, you're gonna have fun, you're gonna be goofy, but at the same time when life throws you a challenge, you will be your best self, you will bounce right back. You like, I'm seeing a person who's very resilient, like anything that life throws their way, like they just take a while, and people will think like, oh my god, how is she gonna overcome that, and they will be making assumptions. See, like, okay, I think she might do this. By that time that they're done making assumptions, you're already out there into this world in this best self, and people are like, huh, itna jaldi ho gaya, like she overcame this thing this soon, like damn, like they just finished making assumptions ki like you're already out there 17-22 on the time. And people are like, what, like you have become so resilient that anything that life throws in your way, like you can literally overcome like this. And all of this like thank or like your credit goes to you listening to your intuition, because you are a very intuitive person. You've been listening to your intuition, like your intuition has been guiding you throughout your whole life, like it has been guiding you throughout your whole life. And you are a person who believes in magic or like mystical things, because I'm literally holding my Harry Potter pillow here. And it's a very crazy story of how I bought this. Like I literally went into Miniso and I had zero plans of buying. I just went there because I was being very called. Like I just listened to my intuition, my whole body was like, go there. And I just see this pillow and it just drew my attention. The moment I laid eyes on this pillow, I knew this was mine. I just knew. Like I just knew like this pillow, like like I didn't buy that pillow that day. Like I bought it after 2-3 days or something. Like I just knew that that is my pillow. I'm gonna buy it. I don't know how. Like it is already mine. Like it's just like mere 3D world pe it's gonna take 2 or 3 days to materialize, but it's already mine. Like nobody can buy that. Like I just knew. And two days, like even 2-3 days later, I bought this. And even how I bought it, like I did not have money at that time to buy this. Somehow I got money and I even bought this, and like everything was so divinely. And this is like the example that I'm giving. Like this is not even an example. It's something that just happened. Like I don't know, maybe 1 month, or I don't even remember when, but like recently, maybe 1 month ago. So this is how everything that's gonna happen. Like you'll just know when an opportunity comes in your way. Like you'll just know if it's for you or not. Like you just know. Like at this point you can't even explain to people, because even if you explain, they'll not even understand. They'll be like, what on earth is she saying? Like you could explain, like you just know if a thing is for you or not. Like you just know, like you just know. And this is the best part about you, is that since you know what is for you, and since you know what is not for you, you know what is gonna work out for you, and you know what is not gonna work out for you. And that is how you are able to come back from every, or bounce back from all the challenges, because you know what works out for you. you know, like you have sort of gone so depth, like you have sort of like gone so deep in yourself, like you know all the depths of you, that you genuinely know how you are, you know what works for you, you know how to lift your mood up, you know what motivates you, you know who, like you know, like what sort of people you will like, what sort of people you will not like, where you'll have a good time, where you'll not have a good time, if it's going to be a waste of your energy or your time, like you just know. And you can't even explain this to people, like even if you try to explain, they'll not even understand. Like you could just sit there and explain to people all day, okay, like this is how I know, this are my skills, or this is my intellect. Like people will not even understand at this point, because you have literally gone into that crazy level of shapeshifter, but not in like a evil way, but in a way like has a god, like a divine being, because you are able to see past through illusions. Like you are becoming like a very, you know, a person who looks through the third eye. Like you can literally see through this 3D world's illusions through your third eye, and you're literally like, you have become like a monk, but not like a monk. You know like what I mean, but not like a monk. When I say not a person who has given up on everything and lives in a mountain, please, no, that's not what I mean. 2105 on the timer. Like I mean like a person who is able to see through illusions and read people, and at this point you don't even care what people say, you know, like you don't even care, like, and everything that is meant for you is gonna happen, is gonna fall into places the way it's gonna meant to happen. It's gonna feel so effortless. Like I didn't even knew that I needed this pillow. Okay, I just went into the shop, I just saw, I knew this is mine, and then I bought it. Like I didn't even know, I didn't even like, when I saw, when I had the thought like this is mine, like I'm getting this, I didn't even know how I'm gonna buy it, because at that time I genuinely didn't have the money. But then I went home, I like after a while I got the money. I just knew the moment I saw the money in my bank, or I saw like I received it, I just knew what I was going to do with that money. Like I just knew, like I just knew, and I just went and I just bought it, and I was like wow. And that is how things are going to be for you. Like everything that is for you, it's going to flow so easily for you, that it's going to be so effortless, that it's literally gonna be like a water, you know, like how a water flows down the river. It's just so effortless. It's gravity that's pulling the water down. And that's how everything that's meant for you is gonna fall into, it's gonna flow into your life. 20 to 15 on the timer. It's gonna flow into your life so easily that it's gonna seem so effortless. And at this point you have literally detached from people. You don't care if people like you, don't even care if you end up alone, but you know you're not gonna end up alone, because you're this true genuine kind people, and this world is truly your oyster. And this world, actually it's the pleasure of this world to have such a divine being like you, because you're genuinely truly an angel, and your touch is healing, and even your smile, and even the way you think, everything is so new to this world, that people of this earth or people of this world genuinely will not even understand. And that is the best part. Since you are so unique and you're one of a kind, that is why you're being put on the spotlight. That is why you're being put on all to these places, because God wants to show this world that this is also a way of living. And confirmation verb, and this is how it's gonna be when you are kind, you're an empath, you're an angel. And even though you're very physically beautiful, but you're not a person who'll ever take advantage of you being physically beautiful. You're not a person who will mislead a person or misguide a person. If a person ever comes to your help, even if it's your enemy, even if you hate them, maybe you'll just give them advice. Either you will give, genuinely give them the solution, or you will not react at all. But you are not a person who will give them a bad advice. Either you will give them good advice, or you will just be unbothered and not even reply. But you are not like other people who will misguide them, who will spread lies or dramas or rumors. You are not at all that person, and that is why you are being given all these divine opportunities, where you are being put onto this entertainment industry, or being put onto this, like you are gonna be a person who's gonna be so famous. Like you'll be sending autographs, you'll be signing contracts, you'll be signing deals, and people just trust you so much. Like they just know, like people trust you. Like when it comes to you, people don't have to worry. They know you will show up on the right time. They know that you're not gonna fumble up. They know that you are gonna be like you, like they can trust you. Like people just know that, and they don't even know why. Like you just meet a person for a second, and they know that they can trust you. They know that it is because you know who you are, and you have accepted who you are, and have created a safe home inside of you for you. Now that you feel safe in yourself and you have accepted all your dark aspects about yourself, and yet you have still chosen light, and you've chosen God, you have chosen the path of light and kindness, and that is what people are intuitively picking up on, this divine angelic being. They're experiencing God through you, they're experiencing this divine being through you, that they just trust you. You know how you trust God? Like, you don't need a reason to trust God. Now that is exactly how people are trusting you. They don't even know why they love you, they don't even know why they're obsessed with you, but people just end up falling in love with you. It doesn't have to be romantic, like, it's like a soul to soul. Like, people just love you, they just love how authentic you are, how kind you are, how, most importantly, they just love how genuine you are. Okay, and they truly admire about that, and they secretly hope to be that way, but they also can see the amount of hard work that you have put into being that, that they, at the same time, they want to be there, but again, that's gonna take a lot of hard work, so they hesitate to be that, because that actually takes a lot of hard work, to be physically beautiful and have all that money and all that fame and all that attention, yet to be kind, and also to be an empath, to be trustworthy, to be loyal, to be genuine. That it is actually rare to find people who are physically beautiful and who does not have an ego, who does not have a bad attitude, but who knows their worth. Like, it is genuinely hard to find that good combo, and you are that spicy combo, and people are genuinely surprised, like, how can a person be so beautiful and kind and be so famous and have all that money and be filthy rich, and yet they're so kind, they're so beautiful. Like, you're literally this kind, like, when you hear all this mythology stories, there will always be this one hero or heroine who has everything, like the perfect example, like in like Indian stories, like we have like Sri Ram. Like, if you're a male, you're that kind of person. If you're a woman, you're like Sita, or you're like literally, people see you like goddesses, and God ki, like a person who's physically beautiful, also who's kind, because you have literally gone through this illusions of the world, and you're so in tune and sync in who you are, and you feel so safe in your self. Like, you have embraced your inner child. You don't care if people judge you or not. Like, every second of your life, you're gonna be 100% truly yourself. Like, every second of your life, you, even for a second, you don't like being fake, and every time you're somehow forced to like hide your emotion or something, you don't like hiding your emotions, and then that actually pisses you off every time you try to hide or something, or if people around you try to push you to that zone to like hide your emotion or your feelings, and you actually sort of, you realize like, this is not the people that you want to be with, because you want to be open, because you want to be vulnerable. Like, you're not afraid of being vulnerable, you're not afraid of being, because people actually don't want to show their vulnerability to the world, but you're not afraid, and in fact, that is your strength. Like, people actually admire that about you, because you're not scared, you're fearless, and you're free to make mistakes. You're not even afraid of making mistakes. Like, people always, as I told you, like, I had this thing like where I wanted to be perfect, and every time I made a mistake, I would be so embarrassed. Like, even when I was on camera, like, I'm an influencer and I do like content creation, and when I was like, when you like, this are the things that happened in the past, when I was in front of camera and a person was shooting and I had to say some dialogues, and when I made mistake, I used to be so embarrassed, because I always wanted to be perfect. But later, now I'm realizing that it's normal to make mistakes, and now, compared to past, I'm not that embarrassed. I just laugh off my own mistakes, and now I can literally see the reactions of the people. Like, before, when I wanted to appear or be perfect, like when I made a mistake, I would be more embarrassed and feel ashamed for making mistake, compared to the person who was shooting. And versus now, even if when I make a mistake, they feel like, oh shit, she made a mistake, this is embarrassing. Like, I feel like, no, how is this embarrassing? It's just a mistake, everybody makes mistakes. Like, I only laugh it off. At that point, they feel like, yeah, it is normal to make mistakes, it's fine, let's continue, let's take a reshot. So you are the person who controls the room at the end of the day. So if you react to your mistakes like, oh my god, I made a big mistake, that is how the people around you are going to react. And if you're going to be like, yeah, it's common to make mistakes, we are humans, we are not superhumans, we are not computers, we're not digital computers or not digital currencies that we have to be perfect all the time. No, we are humans, we make mistakes, that is part of being a human. Make mistakes and learn from it. And people actually love that you're so real, that 29 on the timer. And if you ever see odd numbers, that is actually a sign that you're actually on the right path, because odd numbers, that is what I got now, 29, 29 synchronicities. You're gonna get a lot of synchronicities, like the universe and the God is trying to speak through angel numbers or vehicle numbers, or when you go outside, full numbers are displayed on the buildings, or like even timer on your phone or anything like that. Like God will speak you, or universe will speak to you through all these angel numbers and synchronicities to inform you कि like you are on the path where you're meant to be, and just keep doing what you're being called on to, what your intuition is being called on to, and don't worry about the things that are not important for you. Like don't worry, everything that happens for your highest good. Even the smallest mistake that you made happens for your highest good. And with you being this way, allowing yourself to be free and to make mistakes, all the people around you also are learning ki okay, I don't have to be perfect. Like they are removing all that pressure that they had put on themselves, so you're actually freeing other people by you freeing yourself. And like now that you have already freed yourself, all the people around you are learning this from you. They're sort of looking out ki like, yeah, I am free to make mistakes as well. Like I don't need to be perfect as well. Even when it comes to looks, like you don't need to have that perfect model like face, or like have that perfect hair all the time, because we humans, we're not perfect all the time, and we know. And I feel like this is why you're being displayed on screen, because all the people that we see on the entertainment industry just want to be perfect, want to have perfect model face, have perfect nose, perfect lips, have that pouty lips, or have this perfect little beautiful eyes, or they can't have any wrinkles. Like the fact that you are a person, you accept the way, the way you are, like you love yourself so much that you genuinely don't want to change anything about you. Like if I were to ever be an entertainment industry, and if I happen to work in future, there would be very limited things that I will change about myself, because I have like fallen in love with myself so much that changing myself will make me feel like, why, like I did all of this self work and self healing to accept me the way I am now, to love myself just the way I am, with and without makeup equally. Now if I go ahead and now if I change everything about me, then all of me doing this self love and healing and accepting myself doesn't make any sense, you know. Again, so like that doesn't mean that you're not gonna get any like changes or skin treatment. Like getting like a skin peeling treatment to have like a brighter skin and all of that is different. This goes to both men and women. But you're not gonna be a person who's gonna be so worried about their appearance, because nowadays in entertainment industry, people are so worried about having that hourglass shape or having that hips or whatsoever. But you are a person, like you are like more focus on being your most authentic self, that you know you're beautiful just the way you are, and you don't like changing anything about yourself. Or even if you want to, I'm pretty sure that it'll be very limited, because you have accepted yourself so much that at this point there's nothing you want to change. Like I don't even see, like I see a person who has come in terms with everything about themselves, like everything that they were insecure of before, like everything, you know. Like there was actually a time where I was insecure about my smile, and every time I used to laugh, I used to be so self-conscious. Post forward to now, I just laugh so much ki like I don't even care how I look when I smile. And I actually ended up falling in love with my smile, that I just laugh just to see myself smile, because when I laugh, I fall in love with myself more. And because of that, all the people around me are genuinely falling in love with me, like even as a human, like I am, because now that I've accepted myself. And you are also being a reflection of this to all the people around you, that since you have now accepted yourself the way you are, and you're free to be yourself, people around you are starting to be themselves, because they don't have to appear perfect in front of you, 20, 33, 38 on the timer. And this is why you're attracting love into your life, and you're also like manifesting or attracting like a partner, a divine partner, who's going to be a perfect puzzle, who's going to be a perfect puzzle piece to your beautiful picture you have painted so far in your beautiful little canvas of your story called life. And this is why God is placing everything that is meant for you. And because God knows that you are not this person who'll ever take advantage of his kindness or his opportunities or his light, that you will in fact add more to this world. Like if God gave you three, he's like, God is telling, okay, give this three to this world, you will actually give six. And God is gonna be like, I just told you to give three, you gave six, damn girl. Like God is, at this point, God is surprised by you. You're amusing God. Like your number one audience and your number one fan is God, he himself, she herself. And if, when God, he himself, she herself is your fan, how can humans not be your fan? Like how can all other people, even animals, birds, they're all gonna be your fan? That is how deeply they're all gonna fall in love with you, like as a soul, as a human, because you are genuinely this truly amazing soul, that you inspire people to be themselves and not to fake anything. And that is why you're being placed on all to this entertainment industry, or you are basically like, you are gonna be filthy rich, this I know. Like you are gonna have so much abundance. I literally see like a family. It's like the woman with like a bikini, she's sitting on the porch and she's just with her husband, with her two kids. I'm seeing like two twins, maybe a kid, a girl and a boy, and they're just sitting in, it's like it's almost evening, it's like a sunset, they're just wearing the sunglasses and they're just sitting and they're just chilling and they're just playing with their babies, and the kids are just running around. And I see the kids like 2-3 years old, and this is like your life, this is how your lifestyle is gonna be in the future, and you already know it. Like you know that this is who you are gonna be in future. And but God doesn't just want you to be wealthy. Like this is all meant for you and they're all coming for you. But at the same time, God wants you to be famous and be well known. Like I know, like you're a person, like you don't like that much attention on you, because you know what, when attention's on you, like all eyes are on you, it's actually sort of pressure, you know, like to appear beautiful, because there'll be sort of judgy little eyes, like all these opinions. Like you know what comes with attention. Like you know all the bad sides of the attention as well, like both the pros and cons of attention, or like all that spotlight on you. Like you know that, that's why you have come in terms, like you're fine with or without attention. And that is why God is actually giving you, because God wants to show you like a person can be physically beautiful, have all this filthy money and all this attention, and yet be so grounded, be so kind, be so empath, and not take advantage of all the kind people that is out there. And that is why God is giving you this kind of princess treatment, or God is giving you all this pleasure or luxury in the world, because you deserve it more than anybody else in this entire world. And you are now gonna start inspiring so many people, that they are gonna start pursuing their dreams, that they are gonna find spirituality, that they are gonna find God through you, because you have set a very good example to all these people in this world by you embracing. You just did nothing but just accept being yourself. Yeah, and you were yourself so proudly that people were like, oh my god. Like all the people that had put so many filters and masks to be accepted by the society, it felt a slap to them, because you were just yourself, and you were so yourself, so confidently and so boldly and so proudly, that the world has accepted you, not just accepted you, loved you. The world has respect for you and embraced you. That all the people who had put up filters and masks, that was such a slap to their face. They're running their asses back to be their authentic self, to all of that, to undo every mistake that they did, because they've realized that at the end of the day, it's all about being perfect. It's not about being the most beautiful face or having the most beautiful body or the most beautiful ass or whatsoever. It's all about you accepting yourself, feeling beautiful in how you are, at the same time being healthy and also being kind, but at the same time knowing your worth. Like you have literally decoded, you've literally cracked the code to life, and this is your confirmation, and everything is going to work out the way you want them to, or perhaps even better. And it's just the beginning, and it's already started. This is not the beginning, this is the confirmation that it's gonna get intense now. Like it's just gonna come at you. That's the confirmation there by the lizard. And like everything is gonna happen just the way it's meant to happen. Okay, like you can't stop it now, and you're gonna accept all this fame and attention even if you want to or not, because you have come in peace with that. Like this is part of what you have to do while being on this earth, being in this journey of life, and this is what you're gonna do. And that is why you're being taken into new paths, And to be honest, you're not scared anymore, you're very excited. Like I'm literally seeing like a cartoon where they're literally in a boat with like two men, and like I'm literally seeing this Doraemon. I'm getting this Doraemon analogy, like Nobita, Shizuka, and Doraemon, they're in a boat, and then they're just confirmation burp. They're getting like they're just roving the boat, and they're just going into a foggy place. They don't even know what they're going. They don't even know where they're going. They can't even see because it's so foggy. But they just have this lantern in their hand, and they're just trusting their instinct, and just they're looking out for everything that's there in the water, and they're just going. This is what you're doing. You literally, you don't know what's gonna happen in 2 days, in 3 days. You're just taking leap of faith. You're just believing your intuition. You're just listening to your gut, and you're just doing everything that you were meant to do and that you feel like doing, that you're being called on to, what you feel is right. And this is why you are on the right path. This is why you're being led to all the right places, between all the right people, and everything that is meant for you, you cannot miss out. Like imagine today you are supposed to be at that particular place and meet that particular person, and somehow you missed that, then that opportunity will be created again. Because that person, if that person was really meant to be in your life, you will meet that person no matter what. And you have realized this, okay, like if a person or a thing or a partner, whoever, if that person is meant to be in your life, that person will come into your life no matter what. Like God will somehow create an opportunity, like a best case scenario, where it's gonna work into your life no matter what. Like it is just gonna work into your life no matter what, and you're not gonna worry about that. And you just know at this point that you have literally given all your worries to God, and this is why you're being put onto the spotlight, because you deserve it more than anybody else. And this is what this world truly needs. The world truly needs more authentic people. The world truly needs more people like you, who are not fake, who are beautiful, who embrace their natural beauty, but at the same time, like who, like you, when I say you're beautiful, I also mean you're physically beautiful, but I also mean your soul. Like your soul is so beautiful that people literally cannot take their eyes off of you. They don't even understand why they're being so drawn to you, even if they hate you or not. Like they're being so drawn to you that they're not able to figure out why, but it's that energy that you embody, that is why they're being drawn to you. And yeah, this is the message. This was the message, you guys. And you're exactly on the right path. You're meant to be. And just keep doing you and be your most authentic self. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.